Good morning, everyone. Right, so there is exactly 1 week to go before the crowdfunding campaign for BioSymm Technologies launches. And pumped is about the only word I can use to articulate feeling, because I'm excited, nervous, just really looking forward to it. It's been building up for a long time. The pivot that came last week, the move from our psychology enhanced nutritional coach to an ecosystem approach, is one that the more I sit with it, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. It just sits with me. So this week, I'm going to be introducing in a series of individual posts the team, not the leadership team. My co-founders and myself have done that already. Rather, the team of products that we're putting together in our ecosystem, because it is a team. They work together. We'll start with SYNAPSE. So I'll post out this morning. I encourage you to have a look at that. In fact, I've linked it in the video description. SYNAPSE is a psychology-enhanced coaching agent. That's about the best way to describe it. Now, I named it SYNAPSE because it is the great connector. If you think about your synapses in your brain, they're the things that facilitate communication. The neural network of your brain being able to do its thing. And so SYNAPSE was the perfect name, I thought, because that's what this coach does. It's not there to give you generic nonsense. It's not there to give you generic meal plans, exercise plans, sleep plans, whatever. It's not there to give you run-of-the-mill stuff that you would find anywhere online. Rather, the thing that differentiates us from everything else out there, and anyone else that's doing what we're doing, is we are building SYNAPSE to understand you. So we're basing SYNAPSE in differential psychology, which is the study of personality types, motivation styles, and the idiosyncrasies that make you unique, how you respond in certain situations, your cognitive patterns, your decision-making patterns, all of that good stuff. And the purpose of that is we want SYNAPSE to learn you. So the same as it would be if you were working with a top-tier coach. Imagine for yourself you're working with a coach who is at the very top of their game. Fantastic person. Will take the time to get to know you. Not sat there with some 12-week plan that they've preconceived and are trying to apply to everyone, but rather a coach that will sit with you and work with you individually, one-on-one, at your own pace, meeting you where you are, understanding the challenges that you face, understanding what your reality looks like, understanding what your goals look like, and then working with you to map out a plan that can go from A to Z, take you from your starting point to achieving your goal, but stays with you, works with you, is at your beck and call as and when you need them, so that when the troubles of life come along and the unforeseen circumstances of life happen, for example, I am now in the throes of getting myself prepared for my upcoming knee surgery next January. I've got less than 2 months to get myself into as good a shape as I can, as good a metabolic health as I can. I'm already in decent shape. I'm already in decent metabolic health, but I want to optimize that as hard as possible to improve not only how my body copes with the surgery itself, but my recovery afterwards as well. However, over the weekend, I've caught a bug. My kids are young. My youngest has just started reception. He's come home with a bug because at that age, they're a little petri dish of swapping germs, and every week there's something new that comes home with them. And so I've picked up a bug. I've struggled yesterday. I'm feeling a bit better today, but I know that this means that my training regime needs to flex, because I've learned over the years that you don't train when you're sick. It puts a tremendous amount of pressure and stress on the heart. It's not good for you. I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not performing this weekend. I don't need to do the stupid stuff of training through illness. It's just idiotic. I need to give my body time to recover from the illness. And so I have to adapt that plan. That's exactly what SYNAPSE will be able to do. It will work with you in the realities of what you're facing. It'll adapt with you. So if you come up against something that was unforeseen, something that was unexpected, a crisis at work, a crisis within the family, illness, whatever the case may be. Life is messy, and there will be things that mean that the plan, as best laid out and perfect as it may be, cannot be adhered to in the way, shape, or form that you originally envisaged. And you need to work with a coach that understands that and can help you adapt and flex and change as is necessary. That is exactly what SYNAPSE will do, and that's exactly why differential psychology is so important. It will also be trained cognitive behavioral therapy, because that, as I've said many times before, that is where the rubber meets the road in terms of helping you close the execution gap. The execution gap is the difference, that space between knowing what you could do or should do and actually doing it consistently. So the cognitive behavioral therapy is the clever thing that helps us close that execution gap and put in place the systems and procedures that you can follow to execute, to make those changes, to sustain those changes, to see those changes through consistently. That is the thing. That consistently doing it is the thing that is going to make the difference in your health journey. So, SYNAPSE is the great orchestrator, lack of a better expression. SYNAPSE is the psychology enhanced coach. SYNAPSE is the member of the team that you will deal with. So when you open your app, you will deal with SYNAPSE. SYNAPSE will be the one that talks to you, whether that's a text conversation or you want to leave voice notes. SYNAPSE is the one that you engage with. SYNAPSE is the one that you build a relationship with. And relationship is the key thing, because this is ongoing. One thing I've learned in my own metabolic health journey is it never ends. Right? This is a lifelong process, and you never make it. You've never achieved it. You get to a point, you look at it and you go, yeah, I am now I'm in good health. I'm doing well. I've lost a ton of weight. I've got function back. I'm stronger than what I was 10 years ago, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Symptom free, whatever. But you haven't made it. You've got to a good point, and then you need to sustain that. You need to sustain that with a body that is aging, a body that is undergoing changes, an environment that is changing, in life circumstances that are constantly changing. And so it's better to view it as a lifelong journey. And having that personal coach, that best friend at your side, at your beck and call, there to help you when you need them, and the only mission that they have is to help you through this, that is a masterstroke in closing the execution gap. It really is. And of course, I'm biased in saying that because it's my concept. It's the thing that I think is going to make us different to anyone else. But I truly believe that. I think that that ongoing relationship, when you work with SYNAPSE over the course of months, years even, preferably years, because like I say, life keeps evolving, life keeps changing, you need that support through all of that. It's going to make such a difference to the health journey, because it should take out the yo-yoing. Adherence, good results, low adherence, bad results. Adherence, low adherence. Adherence, low adherence. SYNAPSE is there to close that execution gap, to help keep you focused on things that matter, to help you achieve the thing that matter consistently in spite of the chaos of life. And it can do that through being flexible, through being adaptive, through being intelligent, through understanding your situation, goals, the chaos that you're trying to navigate, to work with you using cognitive behavioral therapy to put in place the right systems and processes and procedures to see it through. I think that's going to make us worlds apart from everything out there. It's certainly the thing that makes us worlds apart from the generalist large model AIs. You think ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, whatever the case may be, we will be worlds different to them, because we will be personalized in a way that none of them can do. None of them do this from a differential psychology and a cognitive behavioral therapy perspective. We are going to do this in a different way. We are going to do this in an impactful way. We are going to do this in a way that truly moves the needle for your health. So, like I said at the start, our crowdfunding campaign launches on Cyber Monday, which is Monday next week. We've got a week to go. I'm really looking forward to getting some good traction here. I'm looking forward to building something that makes a tremendous difference in the metabolic health and wellness space, something that people can be proud of and see tremendous difference in their own health journeys. And I look forward to having you on board. So if that sounds exciting to you, if you'd like to know more, if you'd like to get involved with the crowdfunding, we have 3 supporter tiers. We've got Beta Insider, we've got Health Pioneer, and we've got Founding Member. There's more details on each of those on our website, www.biosymmtechnologies.com, where you can sign up to our waiting list. You will get our weekly newsletter, you will get regular updates, and you will get first access to the crowdfunding campaign when it launches. So look forward to having you on board. Have a fantastic day, everyone.